Welcome to post number 3 of La Guapa Negra. What not to expect when you're abroad, part 2. In the previous video, I discussed, for example, heating and air systems, for appliances to be the same. What else did I talk about? Food. The ingredients may taste differently. The dish may taste differently than where you're from. Don't expect people to be nice to you. And apartments, the cost of apartments, and the process of getting an apartment. From the previous post, the biggest thing I realized is I talk too much. I need to get straight to the point. I spent 17 minutes talking and blabbering, and everybody has a life, so not everybody has time to listen to Tasha's extra. So in this post, I am making an effort to get to the point, to educate you, and say adios. So we stopped at point number 5 last time, and now we're at point number 6, which is do not expect stores to be open late. And when I say late, I don't think 10 is late. I don't think 10 p.m. is late for the store, that the general store, like here Mercachina. In my opinion, that's not late. But I assume that's because of my society, where I have a Walmart that's open 24/7. So, but sometimes a lot of stores here close at 8:30, 9. So don't think stores will be open at the time that they may normally stay open until where you're from. And not only stores where you shop, like grocery stores, wherever else you may go, but also restaurants. They typically close at 8:30 or 9. There are one or two restaurants here that stay open until 11. And there's a corner store that stays open until 11, run by some people from China. And so it seems to me here they really work hard and they're not playing any games. But stores that stay open until like 10 or 11 are luxury here, from my experience. Don't forget, I'm in a small town compared to being in Madrid, Barcelona, or somewhere else. Also, this includes transportation. Now, taxis run 24/7. But one night I ended up missing the bus and had to call a taxi and paid €20 for a 10-minute ride. So this also includes transportation. Read the bus schedules. Before you go to a restaurant or go out, read. If it's on the internet, read the times they close and open. Don't forget about siesta. All right. Point number 7. Do not expect internet access to be everywhere. Now, in the United States, Wi-Fi is everywhere. McDonald's, college campuses, everywhere. Everywhere you go, there is Wi-Fi. And if not, you can just use the data on your phone. Because of course typically most people have a plan of some kind, but here Wi-Fi is not accessible, as accessible. Now Booyahs does pretty well. Several bars have, when I say bars, I don't only mean like alcohol here. Their bars are what I would call a restaurant, but anyway, several bars have Wi-Fi here, which is great, but several don't. So if you're a type of person that's addicted to Wi-Fi and you're addicted to internet, you may want to get yourself together, or just get an appropriate phone. Now that depends on you and your finances. You can get a phone here with that data. You can bring your phone here and go through the long process also, or you could just buy another phone. Now Latasha, because I am not addicted to technology heavily, and then phones don't really matter to me, I got a little €20 phone with no data, so it doesn't matter to me. But just think about the fact that internet access may not be everywhere. Also, if you get a plan with data, the company may be down one day. You may run out of minutes or run out of money on your plan. So, no Wi-Fi for that day. So it just won't be everywhere. I know a lot of people use the internet on their phones for entertainment or GPS to get around. And so my suggestion is, and how I've dealt with that, I bring a book now. I bring a book in my little backpack that I carry instead of a purse. And that's my entertainment. And as far as the map goes, Every town I go to, I have a map for Buyas and Caravaca de la Cruz and Murcia. When I go to a town, I ask for a map. And this has really brought the adventurer out in me. So now I use a map. And if I really don't know where I'm going, before I leave my home where there is internet access, Wi-Fi, I Google the instructions before. All right, number 8. Do not expect Walmart or something like it. When I first went abroad to Costa Rica in 2012, I believe, maybe 2011, I don't really remember, my sophomore year in college, I was amazed that there was a Walmart in Costa Rica. I did not expect it at all. It was big, it was beautiful, arranged a lot like it is in the U.S. I may put a picture up if I can find it, but it was like they have a Walmart. So in my mind, if Costa Rica has a Walmart, well, I'm saying that like the one in the whole country. We were in, I forget the name of the city, but it was a large city. So that makes a difference. But I'm thinking if there are Walmarts in Costa Rica, there are definitely going to be Walmarts in Spain, right? No, not it. When I came here, I don't want to speak for all of Spain because I haven't traveled everywhere, but I showed a family I live with a picture of Walmart. And I said, do you know what this is? And they said, no. That family's well traveled, well educated. I can Google it to make sure, but I don't think there's a Walmart in the entire... Let's pause, guys. Someone's calling. Hello? Perdón? Hello? Pienso que tienes el número incorrecto. Woo! Okay. Sorry about that. But anyway. So I don't think there's a Walmart here. I need to look it up to be sure. But there's definitely not one in Buyas. And there's definitely not one in the region's capital, Murcia City. So don't expect a Walmart or something like it. A store where you have clothes, food, hardware, this, and this. Everything in one. Photo, jewelry, whatever else you need. No. Now, the closest thing I have found is Mercachina, which is very, very close. I should do a Mercachina video. They have everything minus produce. I think that's it because they have jewelry. It's not cute to me, but they have jewelry, clothes, hardware, home decor. They have a lot, but just don't make that an expectation. There are a lot of specialty shops here instead. You need fruit, go to La Fruteria. Hope I'm pronouncing this right. If you're a native speaker, don't be mad. If you need meat, go to the Carniceria. Hope that's right. It's like the butcher. If you need, what else might you need? Bread, go to La Panaderia. Go to the bakery. You need a cake, Pastaderia. Go to the, I don't know what you can call that in English. But anyway, I guess the cake baker, a separate shop. You need cookies, go to the Pastaderia. There are several shops, and I think that's rather cute. And I personally feel as though the quality in some cases is better of what I buy because the shop focuses on that one item. They don't have to focus on meat and shoes and t-shirts and photo frames. So get ready for specialty shops. Now, there are supermarkets if you're worried about shopping for groceries, but from my experience shopping, I'm not answering this call, guys. This could be a stalker. Reject. Anyway, yeah, you can go to the grocery store, but from my experience, it's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper to go to the specialty shops or the market. They do have a market here every week. Next up, Don't expect events to be canceled because of inclement weather, because some people have a very loose definition of what inclement weather is. Here in Buyas, the people are fearless. They are not playing any games. If they scheduled an event, it's going to happen. And today was supposed to be the children's parade for Carnaval. Surprisingly got canceled because of rain. I haven't known anything else to be canceled because of rain, freezing weather, or snow. If there's something scheduled, they are going out. I'm probably going to put up a picture, a video I did about El Dia de San Antonio. Every day here is dedicated to a saint, and so there was a weekend that they had a big bonfire, and they cooked food outside and the whole big shebang. But it was freezing, and the people would say, "Oh, it's so cold, it's so cold," but you're still out here. So, you knew it was cold when you came to the event. Whoever made this event up, they knew it was cold too. They do. The people here aren't worried about cold. I take a Zumba class, and guess where my Zumba class is? Outside in a tent. Now it's February. It's getting a little better. But when I first took the class, we are doing Zumba outside in a tent. The tent's covered, so it has sides and everything, but still it's outside in a tent. We are doing Zumba in long sleeve shirts and long pants and tennis shoes, and may have a light jacket. I had on, at first my hands are cold easily, so I had gloves. Don't think stuff's going to get canceled. You may just need to get ready to be out in the weather. All right, next, do not expect your favorite brands of food, beauty and health products, cleaning products, medicine. That was the biggest, not surprise, but the biggest thing I didn't think about because when I got sick here, I'm thinking I'm going to get some Halls and some of this and some of that. No, the only thing I have found that is the same is Vicks Vapor Rub. That's here, and it works just as well, thank God. But a lot of the products are different, and there are some, some products you'll see like Head and Shoulders, if you use that, Nestle, for as far as food goes, toothpastes and brushes, dental companies like Colgate, they're here. Nivea, the hand cream company. So you will see some products that are familiar, you're familiar with, but most of them you won't be. So if you have a product that you swear by to clean or to bathe with or whatever, you may want to get yourself together. If you have skin issues, read before you come. Bring something with you. Order online. But if you want to shop where you live, be ready. Your favorite brands may not be there. Next, debit cards. Do not expect debit cards to be accepted everywhere. Many places prefer cash, especially in smaller towns. They will say, "Oh, our machine is broken," and it may be broken, but they'll tell you the machine may be down that day, or we just don't, we just want cash. We don't accept cards. Taxis often don't have. Well, I won't say often, but I've been in several taxis that did not have a card reader. Or if I'll tell someone, okay, I'm going to use my card, they have to get the machine from way in a hidden place because apparently they don't use the machine much. So just have cash. That's my suggestion. Some people don't think that's safe. Next, and this is the last point. Told you I was going to make it shorter. Do not expect people to wash their hands. Guys. I know some people in the U.S. are really iffy about shaking hands. And I understand. And I know some people in the United States don't wash their hands. I've been in bathrooms. A woman will come. She'll just go from the toilet stall out the door. I know. But here it's as though some people don't even have shame that they don't wash their hands. I was talking to one of my students, and I think the lesson was me telling them to repeat, wash your hands before you eat, or wash your hands at some time. And one of my students was like, "I don't wash my hands every time I go to the bathroom." And I said, "Well, that's not really healthy." And she was like, "I don't." And another student, I was waiting on him to leave the bathroom, and I told him, "Wash your hands." He was like, "No, they're not dirty." But he had just left the toilet. And that's not only with the children, it's some adults. Do not expect people to always wash their hands. And they are taught that here. I've seen it, I've heard it. But some people really aren't tripping. And in addition to that, under this point, there's going to be a sub point under don't expect people to wash their hands. Don't expect hot water for showers, for hand washing, for washing clothes. My laundry washing machine is not connected to hot water. So every load's in cold water. Don't expect hot water. Now, I shower in hot water. I wash my hands in hot water because it's connected to gas. So I have to wait for the water to heat up. Sometimes while I'm in the shower, it may cut off. And I wait because I just can't do a cold shower. I'd rather take a cold wash up. But do not expect hot water everywhere. And this idea came from one of my viewers that mentioned it to me. Because I never said specifically don't expect hot water. But one of the viewers brought it up from her experience abroad. And yes, hot water is a luxury. It's the little things you appreciate. And not in the sense of some countries just, oh, they don't have it, they're so unfortunate. Some countries just don't think a certain way of living is necessary. Spain's doing very well. Well, they are in an economic crisis, but they're modernized. I'm in an apartment that's modern, etc. But their setup is just, hey, hot water heating system may not be necessary for everyone. Now, I've been in one home where there was a heating, I don't even know what you call it, guys. The system that heats your water all the time. So they do exist. But a lot of people just, especially in apartments, I just haven't seen them in apartments. There's a difference between home and apartment. But yeah, hot water may not be everywhere. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this post because it's shorter. And be on the lookout for the next one. Have a great day.